Hello everyone. It's me. So, I'm just gonna, you know, play around a little bit and I'm gonna talk to you all about update 2.0.4, which comes out tomorrow. Technically today, because I guess I'm recording this video as of 12:06 in the morning. Or uploading it as of 12:06 in the morning, because that's the time that I put into YouTube. We'll see if it actually goes up at that time. It probably won't. It's probably going to go up later than that, which is fine. So, our topic this morning, afternoon, wherever this, excuse me, fits into your daily schedule is update 2.0.4, which is coming out on Tuesday, October 16th. This brings the Festival of Lost, which is the first part of it that I am going to talk about. And then there's some other miscellaneous little patches that are coming to the game just to improve the overall quality of life of the game, we'll say. I'm gonna turn this volume down quick.
Playing merry hell with our schedule. My crews know how to get her done, Sloan. Regular maintenance is the difference between a sparrow that races and a sparrow that rests.
The Festival starts tomorrow, technically today, October 16th. And Amanda Holliday will be hosting it this year. Usually it is hosted by Eris Morn, if I'm not mistaken. But as we all know, if you haven't been living under a rock, Eris Morn is nowhere to be found in the world of Destiny 2 yet. Although I do have her beautiful, beautiful ship, we do not have any idea where she is, which makes sense after everything that happened at the tower in the beginning of the Destiny 2 storyline. So Amanda she will have some bounties to offer us. She will give us some of the new masks. If you haven't seen them yet, there's the ones that I remember without looking them up right now are the chicken, Lord Shax's helmet, and oh, there's one more, but I can't think of it, so those are the only two I remember. And then she will also be offering some special rewards for us during the Festival of the Lost. And I can't jump up. So, one of the most interesting things to me is this new activity called the Haunted Forest, which at my first read of it before actually getting too far into the patch notes, the information on the Festival of the Lost for this year, or for this season, I guess I should say. I did not know for sure if it would be just like a completely different area or if it's going to be something like the Infinite Forest, but that was my assumption, and after seeing some of the pictures, that is kind of what it looks like, which is fine with me. It is just another activity for us for this middle part of the fall. I'm just gonna turn the dialogue almost all the way down and the music almost all the way down because it is a little loud. So yeah, there is going to be a new activity called the Haunted Forest. It is a limited time activity, obviously. We'll basically fight through it and clear out, as the article about it says. It says clear out ghouls and demons, which sounds pretty fun to me. And you can do it. It gets more challenging the deeper you go, which also makes it sound really exciting. And I do remember reading that it's on a 15-minute timer, which I think is really interesting.
longer than I want to admit.
And you can go in either solo with a fire team of friends, or you can matchmake for it. And then another part of the Festival of the Lost is the quest that they've been talking about to solve a murder. It is actually to solve the murder of Master Ives. If nobody knows who Master Ives is, first off, his voice actor is the same voice actor as Devrim Kay, but he was also the Cryptarch in the Reef, the Reef social space, the Vestian outpost in Destiny 1. So we're going to be figuring out who killed him. It's kind of sad that he died. Maybe he gave one too many Guardians, too many Edge Transits. We'll never really know until we solve this murder. And I messed up that super bad. But, oof. Okay, so, last point about, about that, it begins on October 30th. And there will be a powerful reward each week for the quest line. So the Festival of the Lost actually ends on November 6th, which means with the quest line coming out on October 30th, I would assume that means we only get 2 weeks of a quest line from it, which is fine. We'll be plenty busy with trying to clear out the Haunted Forest and reap the benefits of that activity. So, on to the next and final point about... That was really bad. The next and final point about the Festival of the Lost. There's actually going to be another type of engram, another type of bright engram, that we'll be earning on our level ups, and that will be something called an ephemeral engram. I believe I'm saying that word right. My college education shouldn't be failing me there. I think I can sound things out. So they will be earned alongside a steadfast engram when you fill up your XP bar. So that means that we will earn both. Let me see if I have one. I don't think I do. But so we'll earn both an ephemeral engram and a steadfast engram when we fill it up. And you can also purchase them from Tess if you do so wish. I prefer to not partake in the microtransactions. That's just a personal thing for me. And I'm not missing out on anything, so I'm fine with that. And they will offer festival exclusive ships, emotes, and I believe there's only one ghost shell. If there's more than one, even better. So that is basically everything that I have to say about the Festival of the Lost. I actually really hope that I get a lot of time with the Festival of the Lost this year. The first Festival of the Lost, when it happened in Destiny 1, I didn't really get too invested in it. Second time it came around, I did, but at that time, I was not a content creator of any kind, so, except for, making clips on my Xbox. So back then, I did enjoy the Festival of the Lost, but I do not really remember any activities that came with it, which is fine. So, moving on. Sorry, I'm trying to read my notes and shoot things at the same time. So, my next point after I shoot this Shrieker, once it opens, respawns more acolytes. There it is. So, moving on to my next topic that I want to talk about is the general patch notes for update 2.0.4. A lot of these actually make me very happy, which is a good thing. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, my happiness with the game isn't that important, but I like to think it is. I do quite enjoy Destiny 2. So, let's kill this knight. So, starting with the patch notes, they are adding the ability to hover over a lost sector that we've already looted, and we'll be able to see the name of it. So when I hover over this lost sector here, it will tell me the name, which will be really interesting. And also, something else that we can do right now, we can only track one pursuit. So if anybody remembers from Destiny 1, we could have up to 3 bounties tracked at a time. But currently in Destiny 2, we can only track 1. As you can see, it only lets me track either Shock and Denial or the Candidate, not either one. I should probably finish this weekly bounty, though. I've only got a day and 15 hours left. I think that's going to be really nice, and then everybody will finally stop getting 1,000 edge transits. We will start getting a lot of Through Fire and Flood, Zenobia D, Crooked Fang FR4, and the Crooked Fang FR4. They're going to be added to the World Legendary pool for rewards that we will be receiving. And then finally, the Scout Rifle damage in PvE and against enemies in Gambit is finally going to be increased to what it was supposed to be. I believe this increase is numbered at it's a 15% increase. So that is going to be very nice, in my opinion. I used to be a very avid Scout Rifle user, but after the release of Forsaken, when I'm sure everybody realized they were kind of weak, I stopped using them as much, which kind of sucked because I got a lot of Scout Rifles that were just performing kind of subpar because their damage was so absolutely horrible. It just sucked. So that's going to be fixed finally. I'm excited for that. And then that also counts, I don't remember if I said it, for non-player enemies in Gambit, so it won't increase your damage against any PvP, but all PvE will have that 15% increased damage. And then I never encountered this bug, but it will also be fixing a bug where Prime Engrams go straight to the Postmaster at the end of a Crucible match. It says they will now show alongside other end-of-match rewards. So, I apologize for that yawn. So that means that when you get your end-of-match rewards, so you get your blue at the end of a match, if it decides to give you a Prime Engram, that will show up in that same on that same side of the screen, so it'll appear in your inventory and you'll know you have it instead of having no idea where it went. And one of the exciting things for me, because I actually really like the transmat effects that they gave us with Destiny 2, they are adding the transmat effects to the collections page now, and they will be underneath Flare, which, I mean, makes sense. So they'll be in there with shaders and your emblems. And the most exciting part for me, because I'm currently missing my new favorite transmat effect, it's the Awoken Arrival, I believe it is. I got it shortly after. Well, I got it from a Bright Engram, obviously, but I got it shortly after getting to the Dreaming City, so it made it even better for me. So shortly after my first time getting to the Dreaming City. And so the exciting part is, sorry, let me get to that, is that transmat effect tracking will go back to the launch of Forsaken on September 4th, so everything gained, inventory, Postmaster used, or dismantled after September 4th will be unlocked in the collections, so I will be getting my Awoken Arrival back. Thank you, Bungie, for that. And so that means that your transmat effects will be unlocked when they're added to the player inventory, not when you get them on a ship. So if you get a exotic ship with a really cool legendary transmat effect, you better hope you never dismantle that ship. Otherwise, you will not be receiving that transmat effect in your collections. You will have to earn it another way. Which sounds kind of frustrating, but it does make sense to me, at least. So... I have 2 points left or 2 patch notes left. And then one little snippet that I would like to add, and then I think that will be all for this video. So... there has been a very rare issue identified with Gambit where the invasion portal would not reactivate once it's used, and excuse me, need more coffee. Just kidding. So that bug is a fix for that bug is being worked on, and then there's also a fix in progress for the bug with the 1000 voices that would cause an audio glitch when fired while strafing or jumping, which I've not heard, but I would assume if it's got a patch on the way for it, it's probably pretty annoying. The next thing that I believe is taking place on tomorrow. Tomorrow is the change for Masterwork cores. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's happening tomorrow. And then one thing that I do know is happening for sure is those of us who have played Forsaken since launch, and as long as you have played it before October 16th, you will receive a little bundle. So in a sort of way, it's kind of like a veterans bundle. It comes with an exclusive emblem. It comes with the Black Tiger Stripe, I believe it's called, shader, which looks pretty good to me. If anybody played Destiny 1, which I'm assuming most people have, that shader looks kind of like the Old Guard shader from the beginning of Rise of Iron, I believe. Kind of has like black tiger stripes and that black and gray. I believe there was white in there pattern. And then we will also be receiving 2 exotic emotes along with a consumables pack. So we will be getting some fire team medallions, some Vanguard boons, some Crucible boons, and then the most exciting part for me, and I'm sure the most exciting part for anyone because the Masterwork core economy sucks right now, we are going to be getting some Finest Matter Weaves so we can grind out some more Masterwork cores, which is really important. But that is all I have for now. I do have school in the morning, but I do plan on working on either a live stream or maybe either a longer video or a video of the same length. It is the reset, so I might just stream the reset until I go to work and upload it, because we all know nobody likes to go to work. So with that, I accidentally took a screenshot. That was interesting. I hit the wrong button. I accidentally hit my Xbox button. So I did it again. With that, I am going to head to bed and get this video uploading. Please leave a like. It helps the channel a lot. And I won't tell you to subscribe if you don't want to, but it would be appreciated. This has been Mr. Goodbeard. You can just call me Connor. That's okay. And I hope you all have a great night/day, depending on whenever you're watching this. And yeah, that's all I got for you. So, see you all in